Emily.
And Dawn. Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome.
Our channel name is
PTAs do what? Thanks
Okay.
for joining us today.
Thanks for joining, yes.
Today we're going to talk about the effects of immobility.
What does that mean, Emily?
I don't know.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Immobility can often become an issue for those who suffer from disabilities, illnesses, or aging. It can also lead to further problems due to prolonged inactivity. When it comes to immobility, multiple areas of the body are often affected rather than just one area in particular. Immobility affects people in different ways. Immobility caused by disabilities sometimes cannot be improved, but immobility in the elder population can be minimized with activity. The human body, regardless of age, is designed for movement, but without an active lifestyle, our bodies and minds will deteriorate. An older person will possibly spend lengthy periods sitting down in their favorite chair or in bed, but this inactivity brings with it many potential health risks.
A common type of short-term immobilization happens when a person is placed in a cast or boot to heal a fracture or break. Oftentimes, these patients spend anywhere from 4 to 10 weeks in the cast, causing that portion of their extremity to be immobile. Lengthy periods of immobility can affect several different systems of the body, including cardiopulmonary, respiratory, gastrointestinal, urinary, musculoskeletal, nervous, integumentary, and psychosocial behavior. Cardiovascular issues due to immobility. So, you can have prolonged inactivity will slow down the venous circulation. What does that mean? If you're sitting around or you're laying around and you're not moving for a long time, it's slowing down your blood flow. And when that happens, your blood just pools in one area. Then you can have a DVT, you can have thrombus, Ebola, things, blood clots forming.
Yeah.
And that, you don't want that. Also, orthostatic hypertension. If you're laying down or you're not moving for a while and you stand up, or like as the PTA, we would get a patient up. If we get them up and they haven't been moving for a while, that could just go crazy with their blood pressure and they'll become faint and weak, and we don't want that.
No.
Not at all. Do we, Emily?
No.
No.
Respiratory issues due to immobility. You can have hypostatic pneumonia, which is not the same thing. It is decreased depth and decreased respiration rate. So they don't have a very good depth in their breathing, and so they're not able to get enough oxygen in every time they breathe. So not enough oxygen to the blood like they're supposed to. Could be on oxygen maybe. Decreased movement of secretions, all that nasty stuff we just learned about.
Gross.
In the respiratory tract. And so if they have this problem, we could do some precautions.
Or we can do some percussion. Because you said some precautions.
Precautions. For 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yay! Okay.
All of these respiratory issues can lead to increased temperature, thick, copious secretions, nasty cough, increased pulse, confusion, irritability, pain, and shortness of breath or dyspnea.
SOB.
SOB. All of these symptoms can cause a respiratory tract infection, and we're trying to avoid that.
Yeah, avoid that. Another issue you can have from being immobile is a musculoskeletal issue, which means your muscles. So you can have muscle atrophy, you can have a decrease in muscle size, tone, and strength. Then you can have muscle contractures. Muscle contractures happen, okay, so let's say Emily stays in this position that she's in drinking water, and her biceps stay in that flexed position. They're shortened, they're contracting. So she stays that way, it's just gonna be short and it's gonna be hard for her to expand or extend her arm. So we want her to keep moving. Yeah, we want her to keep moving, drinking water, putting it down. And then also, Osteoporosis. What is
Okay.
osteoporosis? I
Fragile
forgot.
bones.
Oh
Decreased
yeah,
bone mass. And
yeah,
so
because
bones
you have an
break.
increase in calcium absorption, so it's just absorbing your calcium so fast that your bones aren't able to keep them, and they just become really brittle.
Onto the nervous system.
Yes.
It can have altered sensation caused by prolonged pressure.
It's like when you sit in the same position for a long time, you're like, oh, my foot just fell
Or maybe
asleep.
like you've been laying in your bed for a long time and you like roll over on something sharp, but you don't know that it's there and it's causing damage to your body.
Was that right, Kelly?
Maybe.
Is that right, Kelly?
Who knows?
Okay. Next, tegumentary issues. Long word just to mean skin. So you can have a risk of skin breakdown, which can cause necrosis, which is just death. Necrosis means death.
Death.
And you can have ulcerations of skin tissues, especially on bony prominences. So we're starting to learn about skin ulcers, or that's the
Little
next
bit.
chapter, maybe.
You move the patient from their position every 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah. Or if they call out, move me, nurse.
They ring
Lady.
the bell, the
Ding,
call
ding, ding,
button
ding,
that you're
ding, ding.
always supposed to leave your patient with.
Yes.
One of those.
Good job. Yeah, that's a good one.
Thanks. Urinary issues due to immobility. You can get an increased number of kidney stones due to stagnation of urine and high levels of urinary calcium stored in the kidneys. Also UTIs, so bacterial infection due to urinary stasis. So basically, you're not moving, you're not getting up to use the bathroom. That it's just staying in your body and it's causing lots of bad problems, lots of bacteria. You're not getting rid of it. So
Yeah.
move. Go to the
Move.
bathroom.
Move me, go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom when you need to, and don't just lay in your bed
Right.
or your wheelchair. Along
Oh.
with urinary, you can also have gastrointestinal issues. So similar, but not the same. Constipation. So wait.
You're not moving, and your everything, like your urinary, your bowels, if there everything
all
is just
block.
sitting there, it's blocked.
Blocked up.
Yeah,
You're
you can have
not,
a bunch of different infections.
You're not moving. You're
Yeah.
not getting those muscles firing.
Yeah,
You're having
so
a
you're
hard time
we're
getting it out.
constipated. Constipated.
And that does not feel good.
Constipated.
So don't do that.
Constipated.
So pee and move so you can poop.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. Psychosocial issues. Not to say that the others weren't serious, but this is kind of serious because it's all in your head too. So if you're not moving, if you're unable to move, it'll start causing you to have a sense of powerlessness. So you're like, I can't do this on my own. I have to rely on someone else. I've become dependent on someone. So you get depressed. You can have distorted body image issues, increased risk of depression, and a decreased social interaction. So now you don't even want to talk to people, you don't want to be around them just because you're not able to move as well as you used to because you haven't been moving. So those are the issues that can come from immobility, and now we'll tell you how to combat immobility by talking about the rehab for it.
Our job as PTAs is to get the patient up every day, moving, doing some kind of activity, whether that be ankle pumps in bed, straight leg raises, short arc quads, long arc quads, whatever we can do to get them up, get them moving, get fluids moving, get muscles working, whatever it may be. They need to be walking every day if they can, if they're able. Even if they're in a cast, if they're in a wheelchair, they still need to be moving their arms. You need to use neighboring joints as much as possible. You don't want to lose those muscles, even if one muscle can't be worked. Say you have a cast on your leg, so your calf is probably going to be atrophied to some extent, but you don't want your thigh to become atrophied too. So work it. Do some straight leg raises would be great if your lower extremity is casted.
Also, progressive endurance program for those who are low to non-active patients. You want to get them moving and you want to build up their endurance so they can be walking, ambulating on their own and become more independent. Also, big thing with rehab for us with immobilized patients would be their medication management. So if they're on medication to decrease their pain or inflammation, this will really help them stay motivated and want to become more mobile. Also, you want to work around their medication times because they may be taking medication that will sedate them or relax them, and that's going to be really hard to do any kind of exercises or activities with them. So as a PTA, just be mindful of when the medication, what kind of medication your patients are on, and when they're being given to the patient. So talk to those nurses, talk to the other, caregivers in the facility, and be a good health team.
Learn the patient's interests so you can bribe them to get up and get moving.
Bribing is always good.
Bribery.
We like bribes. Kelly.
Candy's a good one. I like candy. So yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think. Thanks for watching our video on the effects of immobility, and don't forget, if you're interested in also our latest fashion accessories or what we're wearing to class tomorrow, please stay tuned to those videos.
Yeah.
And if you like this one, remember to give it a thumbs up.
If you have any questions,
Yeah.
comment below.
Comment below.
Copy the link and post it on Facebook.
Yeah.
So all your friends can see.
Exactly.
Make us famous.
Yes. And we post videos
Twice a week.
Just
Just kidding, we ain't got time for that.
We
We're
ain't got time for
PTA
that.
students.
because our channel is called
PTAs do
what?
what? Peace out,
Peace out.
Girl Scout.
That cat right there, it's not moving. So she's not mobile, which is immobile. If she stays like that long enough, she's gonna develop what, Emily?
Contractures.
Contractures. She might even have orthostatic hypertension
When she gets
when
up,
she stands up.
she may pass out.
She may pass out. Well, we don't want that. So what we're gonna do is open up this sliding door. Oh no, no, Emily!
said to do it.
No, Emily, now she's not gonna be in our video.
You didn't record that?
I did record it, but I'm just saying.
That's all you need to do.
But she was gonna what? Emily.
There she is.
Oh, thank God. I'm so sorry she made you move and scared you like that. You stay right there and you
I was
relax.
worried for her health.
Well, now we know she can get up. And she's sitting. You're doing great. Great job.
I was trying to help her.
Great job, Kitty. Ooh.
Hi.
Well, she scared the cat, but not to death, because she came back. You came back, Kitty, because you want to be mobile. You don't want to have the effects. Muscle atrophy, muscle contractures. We discussed orthostatic hypertension. What?
I don't like Pizza Hut.
All right, wait for me. What? Oop. There's Emily.